Curtis, you want to go ahead and start us off, please?
Sure. Hey, Jaylin, I was wondering if you could just kind of tell us how practice has been this week in terms of intensity and the things you guys have stressed, and then how the team has responded after taking the first loss of the year.
Practice this week has been very intense, very hard, but nothing that we shouldn't be doing. Going harder, playing better defense, better three-point defense, more containing the ball one-on-one, pick and roll coverages, just going harder as a team, playing harder as a team, focusing on the small things, and really great practices this week to prepare for Hofstra.
And then Coach Muss has mentioned you and Devo as guys that are leaders on this team. What's your message been with this group kind of facing its first bit of adversity? And is there anybody else that's kind of stepped up as a voice alongside you guys?
Really just this week, I feel like the main thing that I don't think that we should panic. I think that we should just lock down harder than what we've been going, but not to panic over a loss, just keep going harder. Like nothing that we haven't faced with last year's team. Me and Devo were talking about it, like maybe this loss will get us to lock in harder, go harder in practice, and it for sure has.
Bob?
Hey, Jaylin, you look like you're getting ready to call a board meeting to order there. Hey, have you ever been to an Arkansas game there in North Little Rock? Obviously, you guys didn't get to play down there last year. Have you ever been to a game there?
Yes, I have.
The fans really get into it. Hope you had good seats. What do you remember? How many times have you been there? Do you remember what game you saw, what the atmosphere was like, and what kind of atmosphere you anticipating Saturday? Because, the game's not on TV. It's not streaming. You guys are ranked. The fans in Central Arkansas just, love to see the Razorbacks play, whatever the sport. Just what do you anticipate? What do you remember about your experience as a fan there?
I think I went my 10th or 11th grade year, and I'm not really sure who they played against, but I remember the atmosphere was crazy. I'm ready to play there. I'm ready to see how it's going to be. I know our in-state guys like KK, Devo, CV, I know they're super ready to play in front of that crowd, knowing they're closer to where they're from. I can't wait to play. Ready for it.
Yeah. And then I know last game, well, it really wasn't a good game for much anybody, but your assists and turnovers are kind of reversed from what they've been. But overall, you've got a really, really good assist to turnover ratio, especially for a big man. Have you surprised yourself at all, averaging, I guess, just under 4 assists a game? And what do you think is the key to that? Because most big men have more turnovers than assists usually.
I wouldn't say I surprised myself. I've kind of always been known for my passing from the post. And really this year I've stepped out more to the outside, and our guards have been super good at hitting shots off my passes. I guess DC's been a great cutter. Devo's a great cutter. JD's a great cutter. Stan has a lot of great cuts, a lot of great outlet passes. So I haven't really surprised myself with the passes that I've gotten to those guys, and they've just been making them when I pass it to them, I guess.
I know if there's a bucket there, a shot to be had, I'm sure you're going to take it if it's a good shot. But I get the impression you almost like getting assists better than points. Am I right about that? Or
I like doing what's right for the team. We can say it like that.
Okay. And I think you averaged close to 3 assists in high school, but obviously it's a different deal, the competition you're facing at this level. How do you think you've developed as a passer the last couple of seasons?
Really, I think I've just been playing smarter than what I did in high school. And in high school, I saw a lot of double, triple teams. So that outlet or me making that pass out the post that skips to the opposite side, that's been something I've been working on since high school. So now really just that skip pass, that same thing that I was doing in high school, I've been doing it a lot more this year.
Okay, I got a couple more, but I'll turn it back to Mike. Thanks.
Hutch?
Hey, Jaylin, I'm curious kind of what you've seen on film from Hofstra and kind of what some of the keys are for Saturday's game.
We know Hofstra is a really great shooting team. They're probably the best. They are the best three-point shooting team that we've versed, and we know that we have to make them put the ball on the ground. We can't let them get good looks from the three-point line, and really that's one of the main focuses, just letting them get good three-point looks.
When you're facing a team that's a good three-point shooting team like that, I mean, is there even more of an added emphasis on three-point defense whenever that's been a kind of a point of struggle for y'all so far this year?
Yes, for sure. Every day, that's been the main focus, running them off the three-point line, not letting them get up three-pointers. So that's a really big focus for us going into this game.
Randy?
Not sure what hadn't already been asked. Jaylin, back to the 3-point shooting by the opponent. Is this more of a mental or a physical thing in regards to playing quality 3-point defense?
I think that's something just we have to get better at as a team. Like, I think that we have to go into the game saying like, hey, we're not going to let them get up 3-pointers, and it's really just something that we got to do as players. Our coaches, they've emphasized it the whole season, and since before the season started, was just something that we got to get done as players.
Thank you,
Bob.
Jaylin, you're talking about Hofstra. You know, I'm sure you know Bebe plays for them, and he looks like he's doing pretty good. You know, 18 minutes, he's averaging over 7.7 boards, so pretty productive and, you know, limited minutes. How well did you get to know him when he was here? How glad are you to see him getting a good chance to play after the injury and everything? And just, you guys might be trading elbows under the basket Saturday night, I guess.
Yeah, Bebe was my guy. Last year when he tore his ACL, me and him were always in the training room together. We were always talking in the locker room. His locker wasn't far away from mine. Traveling, we always stayed close, talking, sitting at the same table when we were eating lunch. So Bebe's my guy. I can't wait to see him. Can't wait to play against him. I'm pretty sure me and him are going to have a good time playing against each other.
If you've been able to watch much film of them yet, it looks like they usually play 3 to 4 guys out. They're looking for those threes, and then Bebe's rolling to the basket. You know, he's not picking and popping. He's picking and rolling, getting inside. What have you seen from him on film? I guess he's a little rusty after hardly playing in 2 years, but it sounds like he's doing a pretty good job for those guys.
I've known this from Bebe playing here, that he's one of those guys that plays hard. He's going to get those offensive rebounds. He's going to get defensive rebounds. He's going to run in the screens. He's going to be that energizer guy, that junkyard dog that gets all the loose balls, dives on the ground. He's going to play hard, throw elbows, box out, all that stuff. So I'm just ready to play against Bebe, ready to play against my guy.
And no, you're too young to remember Speedy Claxton, the Hofstra coach. He was a really good player in the NBA, actually played for Eric. So there's kind of, you know, player, you know, Eric's going against one of his former players in this head coaching matchup. Just wondering, did you know Speedy played for Eric, and do you have any thoughts on that?
Yes, we've talked about it here, and I've seen it all on Twitter that they played, or that he played for Coach Muss. So I know that that's something Coach Muss wants to win, and I know we got to go hard for him. Okay,
that's cool, man. I appreciate you.
Anything else for Jaylin? All right. Thank you, Jaylin. Appreciate your time.